Hey everybody, FunshineX here. Welcome back to Star Technology. Last time we built this cool rotor magnet thing that's producing us a lot of power. Well, not a ton, but enough to get going here. I expanded our windmill to full size, so this is giving them just 8,200 stress units. And I can run this thing at 34 RPM without this thing being overloaded with 2 coils fully surrounded by fluctuating magnets. And that's producing us 326 FE per tick. Divide that by, what is it, 120 or 64, 196 or something? I don't know. We're getting like 90 EU per tick. And I had some comments here that talked about wires. The first one is you use the wire cutter to actually do the connections. So thank you for that. You can enable them or disable them. And then also the tin cable that I used, just because I had it and I knew it was 1 volt or whatever, is a max voltage of 32, which is fine because that's what our machines take. We don't want to send too much, but its amperage is only 1 and it loses 1 EU every meter, so every block. So this is not a great wire for us. We can increase the amperage by sticking them up together. And if you want a quick and dirty way, is the voltage is the size of the packet and the amperage is how many packets are sent per tick. So we can't increase our voltage because our machines can't take those big of packets, but we can increase our amps and they'll be fine with that. And that just means they will fill up faster from this battery here. Now we only have a 1 amp converter, and so this is only getting converted at 32, 128 to 32, 1 packet at a time. So we probably want to go this up to 4 or 16 amps or whatever the max is for the low voltage. Eventually, I don't really need it right now because I don't have many machines and they're not going to be running automated right now. It's just when I need them. Once we have a ton of machines and are automated, definitely we're going to upgrade all of this. But let's get rid of these tin cables and replace them with the soul cable. So the soul infused wire, you can see these, even the level 1 has a 32 max voltage, a 4 max amperage, and a 0 loss. So that is much better, and you don't have to put insulation around it either, so we don't use up our rubber. I think I'm just go with 2x. I could go up all the way to 8x or whatever, but I just don't need that kind of amperage. So let's go with 2x here for now, and we can upgrade later. So select those and do that. Okay. So these machines should be good, and we should be able to add a few more machines today. And that's going to be the main benefit. A couple other things. I did build this cobble crusher here, so we have the 3 of them there, and I put a copper upgrade. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. How do I get into this thing? There we go. The copper upgrade here, it increases my storage by 8, so I get 16k max cobble. So this thing was running up full a lot of the time, but let's just go ahead and stick a few more in there, and I probably should put some upgrades on these too, but they're okay for now. Okay. I've been making a ton of steel. I've been processing a ton of stuff. So this is just such a slow machine. I'd like to upgrade it, but the steel requirement right now is pretty crazy. And so I'd like to get a few machines so that we can get the conversion rates better when we're making the bolts and the plates and the wires and all that kind of stuff. So let's do that. That's our focus today. And so, the other thing is this hammer can turn GregTech machines quiet. So remember, this machine here is super loud. I can just hit it and it is now muffled. And then one other thing here is I thought this thing took power, but it runs even without EU. I don't know if it's a bug or intended or what, but I'm great. So I took all the saplings from my farm over there, threw them in a chest or in a barrel, a drawer, whatever, and they're making bone meal for me. And I'll do the same thing with all these stuff. I think we've turned this into paper combine it with the bone meal to make some like biodiesel type stuff. So this will be useful later, but we're prepping it now because it's kind of slow. Okay, let's get going on these machines. If we look at the quest, as far as the current thing we're doing with just circuits, I think the only machine I really want to get is the electrolyzer. So that will be our first craft here today. And we should have just about everything we need. We're short on glass, are we? What are we? Quartz sand or flint dust? Plenty of flint. All right, so we just need some sand. And a mortar. Our mortar is almost broken. I'm just going to use a flint mortar. Wow, that thing did not last long. Okay. And we're out of flint. No, we're not. So I need like 3 of these. Whatever. I know. I have so much flint. Who cares? Okay. We got our 2 stacks of quartz sand. Do that with our flint. Dust. There's our 2 stacks of glass sand. Okay. Let's just do a stack of it right now. It spits it out everywhere sometimes. We lose one? Mysteriously, sometimes you just lose one. I think it pops like into the other fire and burns. I don't know. Okay. That's fine for now. Let's get this electrolyzer built. Okay. I'm going to sleep too while I'm over here. And we're going to throw this on the line and see what it does. Connect it. There it goes. And we've got recipes. 300 recipes. Which one do we want to use? Assume some of the dust we get. Oh, clay dust we can get aluminum out of. And silicon. That's probably a good one. But yeah, I'm not going to go through 300 recipes and find out what we need to actually process here. Look at a few. What about the dust that we have? Let's go just check these and see if the electrolyzer can improve any of these output. So antimony. You have an electrolyzer recipe? No. What about just normal copper? Anything? Oh, okay. What about one of them that's more like, yeah, like magnetite? Electrolyzer, there we go. So we get iron dust, so we get some oxygen gas. So that's what's there, FeO4. Iron and oxygen, okay. What else is a compound? So we could probably get sulfur out of this, I'm guessing. Yeah, and we get a little bit of gallium. Okay, and it's LV, that's good. So why don't we take a stack of sphalerite, throw it in there. Gonna use our power. Seems to be holding steady. Okay, good. Oh yeah, because this uses 30 EU per tick, and we're making like 90, close to 90. And we're getting sulfur out of it. Okay, good, good, good. Sulfur is our source of rubber right now, so good to have. Done with that one. I'm not going to worry about the super chest. So we need to get into the motors next. Let's see if we can make a few motors. 5 motors. Okay, more copper wire here. So I want a bunch of these. All right. Well, we're gonna have to get more copper. Actually, we can do that pretty easily. Bring this here. We get like 16. Okay. I made, the magnetic iron rods, we use the polarizer, and I just prepared a bunch of those, so that's why those are no problem. Okay, we got 14 motors. That's good. Quest, yes. So now that unlocks all of these. Now, what do I want out of this? The centrifuge, I don't see a recipe that I need right now. Maybe that'll change later. Thermal reactor the same way, and the mixer, yeah, all of these don't really need. Wire mill, on the other hand, I really do need. So let's get a wire mill. That we are missing the tin cables. Yeah, so the tin cables do have a use. They're just in the recipes instead of using them as connecting points. Okay. So there's our wire mill. That's going to be huge for my cutters. Making the wires, we get twice the output. So that is awesome. And we don't have to smash. So we can just take these 32 copper, throw them in here. Is that not the case? Oh, we probably need on a recipe. So, wire mill. Okay. So put on recipe 1, we get the copper wires. If we put on recipe 3, we get the fine copper wire. And then we can do 8 to get the 8x, 2 to get the 2x, and so forth. Okay. So let's just put it on the 1. And there she goes. Now I did look at this, and you can overclock and underclock things. So this is technically like a ULV when we're overclocked, but I could set it to ULV, and then it doesn't work. Okay, never mind. Or are we just out of power? Yes, okay. Because this is only pumping 1 out, it can't run all these machines at the same time. So if I turn this machine off, this machine should be able to run. I don't think it runs any. This is using 7 EU to tick. It's still running every 3 seconds. We put it LV. All right, so it still seems to use 7 EU per tick no matter what. Whatever. A much better way to get our copper wire. Okay, so that's the basic wire mill and everything we need from there. Now there are a few machines up here I'd like to get, and these all take pistons. So let's go ahead and make a piston. We should have what we need for that. No, we don't. I've used it. Okay. The gears are kind of a bad recipe. Make some of these. They take like 8. Oh, this one's not. This is a small steel gear. The big ones are like 8 ingots worth. This one is pretty easy. I know we need multiple of these pistons is the problem. But I can get these things quicker once I have one of the machines. So let's make a piston. Give me a credit. Yeah, yeah. And then we've got choices here. Macerator. We can crush down our stuff better. Once we're at HV, we get byproducts, better stuff. The bender is going to be plates to 1-to-1 ratio. So that's the same thing as, what is it? Create is giving us, except you don't need to, well, actually, I don't know. Oh, we need it for the steel, right? Because steel doesn't go through the create. We're still going to need the bender. Okay, so I think that's definitely one we want to do. And then the lathe is going to give us the rods at a better rate. So those are the two machines I want to do there. So let's start with the, I think the lathe, because that's going to help us get more pistons cheaper. And all we're out of diamonds, really? Okay. Oh yeah, I used them all on that magnet thing. Let's get our magnet turned on. No diamonds? Okay. Try that one again. Am I sifting the right thing? Or diamonds from sand? I swear they're from dust. I was just getting really bad luck. No, redstone is from dust. I think diamonds are from sand. Oh well. We need redstone. Might as well have a lot. There we go. That's better. One more stack for posterity. And I always have to remember to turn my magnet off, because when I throw things to like be cooked and stuff, it will suck them right back in. Okay. So we are going to make the lathe. What are we missing? 10 cables. We got our lathe. Okay. Throw that on there. So if we need, oh no, our rods, anything that needs rods will go through there. I need another, I'm gonna connect it. Okay. Let's get the bender. We're gonna need 2 more pistons, and those take steel rods. So we'll go ahead and get some steel. Like 16 rods, probably enough. Yeah, so we're gonna need 4 for the 2 pistons. And then some for the gear as well. Okay. More tin cables. Let's just make a bunch. We're out of rubber. That's not good. Two gears. Make 2 pistons. Wait. I just made steel. Oh, you used it? Okay. Fine. Have you made any steel? Good. Last time I'll need you, unfortunately, but fortunately, I guess it is. And we're missing another machine hole. Ooh, that takes a lot of steel. So apparently we are going to use that machine again. And it stole my hammer again. But we can go ahead and just like make all of these machines silent. Oh, much better. Something made a sound. I don't know where it came from. Sometimes it's nice to have the sound because you know there's a machine running. You're like, oh, what did I... Why did I leave the machine running? It's done. Okay. So Machine casing. Let me make. Oops. Oh, that was an interesting. Never looked at the recipe tree before. So kind of like. Oh, it's broken because it like you can't see what that makes. That's fine. So here's our machine hole and our bender. Okay. Now we just need one more 2x soul wire. I think we can turn that into. That's 2x now. Wire cutters, you stole them again? They break. No, they're just sitting here. Connect, connect. Nice. Okay. The bender, so we'll go ahead and grab some steel. Oh, did I not get credit for this quest? I did. Okay, good. Throw some steel in there, and what number do we need it on? Get sheets. It's like 1. Much better. Now our steel, we're not doing 3 to 2 anymore. I don't need you, machine. You can stop. Okay, rather quickly too. It's using 24 EU. It's weird that like their max is 32, but they don't usually take that much. Okay. So that's pretty much what I wanted to get done here. So our next section or thing that we should get to is the basic assembler. The extruder would be nice too. What is that one used for? Oh, we can make rods and plates. Oh, the gears. That's what I wanted this for mostly, was the gears. But yeah, even the little steel bolts. Can we make screws with that? Or do we have to go from bolts to screws? That's the lathe. Okay, so we'll make bolts from the extruder. Okay. Can we get this going now? Let's go sleep. Oh, thank you for all the comments, by the way, everybody that's been helping out. I'm not the GregTech expert. I maybe, well, I don't think I ever was. I used to be pretty good with like IC2 and stuff, but never got super far into Greg. Okay. Let me just go in here, turn that all in. And let's get this extruder going. I get 2 casings, some need them for later. What are we missing? Bronze food pipe. Copper. No, just another piston. There we go. Okay. Let's get that some more soul wire. In pictures of a lot of people's base, I've seen the machines kind of up one, so they're at more eye level. That way you can put like drawers below them and above them and AE2 connections, all kind of stuff. So we'll probably be redoing a lot of this. Kind of sick of my wire cutters being stolen by. All right, extruder online. So yeah, we can use it for plates and rods, but we need the molds. Let's get a gear mold. This one, okay. Is that the right one? Oh no, yeah, this is it. The extruder mold for gears. So we first need to make the ring mold, which uses an empty mold. We're just missing steel plates, I think. Okay. Nope. Which machine do we not have? Wire cutters? Give me. Okay, so we put this in here. What circuit do we need it on? No circuit? Yeah, it just knows based on which thing you've done. So, any of these gears useful at any time soon? Use bronze gears for anything? Igneous extruder. Oh, it's one of these needs steel gears, I remember. Yeah, this one. I think we only need 4 of these total, but now we can get steel gears with just 4 ingots. So let's get some of those. It's not working, so maybe it does need a circuit. Steel gear. Extruder. Oh, it's MV. Oh, fine. Are all gears MV? It does appear that. MV and HV. Okay, so we can use them for other things. Like the bolts, I guess. So let's get like steel bolt, iron bolt. MV. Why would it have me make this machine? Or did I make it and I shouldn't have made it? Oh, crap. Oh, man. I thought I was doing something right, but it doesn't look like this machine's going to work for us. Ah, bummer. Okay. Let's then get into the basic assembler. So we're going to need 2 things. We need the robot arms and the conveyor module. So to get a conveyor, go away, extruder. Why would it even let you make it at basic? I don't know, whatever. All right, so yeah, we did run out of rubber, so we're gonna have to fix that. Went and got 4 buckets, so I could try and make this faster. But this is something we can't really, I guess we could automate it fairly soon, or now even, but there's kind of a long process. This seems to be the quickest way. Okay, that should be enough for what we need. Let's get our sulfur. Sulfur. 3-to-1, perfect ratio there. Okay, it's much faster in the Create machine, I believe. So we'll do it there. Nope, that was not the right button. Control T. One of those. What happened? Weird. I guess I just need to keep clicking this. It's like kind of locking up as it's working. Well. Okay, then we need to stomp on those. Yeah, we should be able to make our conveyor module. I'm not sure how many we need of these, but too bad. Oh, we're out of motors. Used up all our motors. Okay, and the other one was the robot arm. Piston, which is another motor. Okay, ooh, we might be close. We might be close. We just need more tin cable. Should we do it? Should we actually use our machine? Do we not have any tin? Where's my tin? Better be careful when you're chucking this stuff here that it doesn't go up into the lava, because it will just eat it. Okay, let's extrude some tin. Not extrude, let's wire mill some tin. I only need half a stack. Um, rubber. Robots. There we go. Okay. I know the robot arm, you can put it in these machines. In some of them. Oh, it's in a hatch. So if we find a hatch here, they have this block here, and so you can put it in here, and then it will. You can filter it and tell it where to put it, kind of stuff. I don't know. It just helps you control output. But in this case, we need it to make the basic assembler. Okay, so we need 2 arms and 2 conveyors. Can we do that? Yeah, I think we can. It's going to be a little bit of crafting work. Need a bunch more motors. What are we missing with motors? Magnetic. Oh, we got magnetic iron. We got iron rods. More tin cables then, I'm sure. Where is here? You're such a pretty machine when you're on. There's a risk turning out all our rubber onto that. Okay, whatever. We need like 4 or 5 more of these. Let's go with 6. Okay, just need another circuit. Gotta love it. Nope. Yes. Got our 2 rods. conveyors. Oh, dang it, I just turned all my rubber sheets. I just said that. This is risky, turning all your rubber. Let's go back to this, do it a few times. What's bubbling? Thought I turned you down or off. Got rid of my hammer anyway. Back in here, huh? Huh? Okay, 2 conveyors, 2 robot arms. Can we make this now? No, we need 2 more circuits now. Okay. So we need 4 vacuum tubes. 12 glass panes. Let's add circuit as a thing here. Steel bolts, copper wire. Got the steel bolts. Missing copper wire. I have a way to rectify that. Meet wire mill. Oh, this is a pack that is going to be so nice to get AE. Like, you're going to have to do AE. There's no way around it. Oh no, you still need more. Give me more. There's our vacuum tubes. We just keep running out of stuff. It's so funny. Copper dust. I got copper dust galore. Hey, give it back. Now I'm out of redstone, but that's okay. Hook this up over here. Bounced off. I need a wall behind here for sure. Can you wire mill these? Ouch. I'm gonna try. Excuse me. It does work. Nice. We could double the output here too. Okay. Wrap these in insulation. Really? Do we need... Fine. Okay. We have that. We have an assembler. Avengers. Okay, we need another soul. wire cutters. I think you can tell Tom's not to steal stuff from inventory, but now this is the cream of the crop as far as machines now. This is amazing because we can make stuff in here and it's much cheaper. So I've got a cough I cannot get rid of. Wow. Here, drink something. You can see there's 1890 crafts. And liquid rubber is going to be really nice for coating things. It'll be much easier to make. But yeah, so I think the first thing we want to make in here is the circuit itself. Where's the basic circuit? This one. Oh no, this is made in the circuit assembler. Okay. Any of these made in the assembler? Yes. Okay. So if we make this normally, it's the same thing. Okay. We just save on the tool cost, apparently. Okay. Same thing with this one? Yeah, same thing. All right, it's just the tool cost. But I'm going to, in between episodes, get everything we need for the electric ore factory controller. And that is going to come over here and replace this guy, which was the primitive ore factory controller. This one here took 16 seconds. Are we out of, yeah, we're out of that. Oh, cut down the trees, dude. 16 seconds, and we go to 8 seconds, plus we won't need to feed it charcoal anymore. So that's going to be a huge deal for us. I'll see if there's any other really good recipes that we can use that assembler for. These... No, stop coming back to me. I'm gonna be able to throw them onto the thing without... You know what better way to drop stacks onto this depot? Like this. Just much easier to cook it all up in one operation. The other way is to just automate it so that it's always cooking, and I always have this ready, but... Alright, bulk crafting charcoal. Timer would be cool too. Alright, we can throw this back in here, and this will probably be the last time we have to fill this machine up. Processes. Do I want to be doing copper? I'm out of iron. Okay, copper's fine. A bunch of iron dust here. Yeah, I think we're going to call it there. Let me know where we should head next. We've, as mentioned, now we're at a really branching area where we can decide what's most beneficial to us right now. The way it's heading, or kind of leading us, other than these individual machines, is to the energy hatch. And then we get into, well, here's the electric ore factory right there. So I'm going to need the energy hatch to make that. But then also we've got the rock filtration, which is how we're going to get a few other things. And applied energistics is locked behind that. I've got the blast furnace. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably want to get into this void extractor as well. Problem with that is it needs the mixer and the lubricant to run, but then that will give us other resources, cobalt and some other stuff. And then we just keep going. Then we get into MV. But we got a lot to go. I was a little bit discouraged. There's a guy, I was watching his YouTube, I forgot his name. But he just finished the pack as it originally came out. So like it's it's been out for a long time, right? He started a long time and finished it. I think he said he put 1,100 hours into the pack. Almost took him a full year. That's gonna be crazy. We'll see though. We'll get as far as we can. I'm still enjoying it, still having fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying watching as well. And look forward to any comments and tips. Guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. I'll see you next time. Catch you later. Bye.